It's time to hear from you. I'm Jim Drastic.
I'm Tiffany Drastic.
And today on The Dangerous Ones, the People's Hotline is on fire. Woo! And we're unleashing more of your calls. Plus, Jimmy Kimmel returned last night, and we'll play some of the highlights as well as catch you up on other stories that are making headlines today. And a huge update about our missing cat, Buddy.
Buddy!
So you don't want to miss that. Let's get dangerous. Oh, man.
Oh.
We got so much to catch everybody up on.
Yeah.
So much has happened, but today is all about the People's Hotline.
Yep.
We've had so many calls.
We had another 55 calls last night, you guys.
Yeah. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to the family. Welcome to all the members of the Danger Corps.
Yes.
It's so great to see everybody here on this Wednesday. But first, please like, subscribe, and share this video right now. And make sure you hit the little bell so you get notified every time we release a new episode. We want to thank everybody for their wonderful wishes about Buddy.
Yeah, you guys.
We've got an incredible update that you're going to want to see. And it's just been a crazy 24 hours.
It's been a ride.
So that leads me to today's comment question of the day. What should the left, Democrats, progressives, and, lucid thinking people across the country and the world be focusing on right now? What are the issues that matters to you right now? Should we be focusing on the economy?
Yes.
Fascism?
Yes.
Epstein?
Yes.
And the question is now that Jimmy's back and, the Charlie Kirk thing is sort of kind of, we got to keep pushing the Epstein thing.
You can't lose it, you guys. We got to keep going.
Epstein.
Stop getting distracted.
But aside from that, what else would make sense to be focusing on?
Because, what are you guys worried about out there? I know we're worried about, our kids can't afford housing. They can't afford student loans.
Absolutely.
The economy sucks. It's in the tank right now.
Absolutely. Let us know right now in the comments, what is what is the issue that matters to you most right now, and what should the left be focusing on?
The rent's too damn high.
Boy, isn't that true?
Still.
So,
again.
Last night, Jimmy Kimmel returned.
Jimmy Kimmel!
Woo! Sort of. So he did a show last night, and it was blocked out in Portland where we live because of Sinclair and Nexstar.
Boo.
Boo. But we have some clips of some of the highlights. Let's play one of the clips.
Great.
I've been hearing a lot about what I need to say and do tonight. And the truth is, I don't think what I have to say is going to make much of a difference. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I have no illusions about changing anyone's mind. But I do want to make something clear because it's important to me as a human. And that is, you understand that it was never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man. I don't think there's anything funny about it. I posted a message on Instagram on the day he was killed, sending love to his family and asking for compassion, and I meant it, and I still do. Nor was it my intention to blame any specific group for the actions of what it was obviously a deeply disturbed individual. That was really the opposite of the point I was trying to make, but I understand that to some that felt either ill-timed or unclear, or maybe both. And for those who think I did point a finger, I get why you're upset. If the situation was reversed, there's a good chance I'd have felt the same way. I have many friends and family members on the other side who I love and remain close to, even though we don't agree on politics at all. I don't think the murderer who shot Charlie Kirk represents anyone. This was a sick person who believed violence was a solution, and it isn't.
Boy, great job, Jimmy. That was great. And that's the right thing to do.
Yes. And the reason he's getting choked up there is because he's a human being.
Yeah.
And of course you don't wish harm on someone. He just said, I have family members on the other side. Well, you don't want them murdered.
Yeah. I mean, what a class act to come out and say that. And he goes, look, if I was confusing on what I was meaning, this is what I meant. And I'm sorry.
Yes. And isn't that all anyone deserves is a chance to clarify?
Absolutely. And I'm so glad to see him back and so glad to see free speech kind of make a win, have a win last night.
Because all of us fought back. All of us are canceling. All of us are saying, go fuck yourselves. Like, it's just, we're not going to be bullied.
That's right. And yesterday's comment question of the day, are you going to have you canceled your Hulu and your Disney? Man,
Woo!
You go down the comments, it's like cancel.
And
The Danger Corps.
Woo!
On the calls?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
speaking of calls, let's get to our first one.
Okay, this one is Craig.
Craig.
This is his response to Kimmel and Disney.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Craig. I'll be watching Jimmy Kimmel tonight, and I sold my Disney stock yesterday morning. Yay!
Uh-oh.
All right.
Uh-oh.
He sold his Disney stock. That's even better. Way to go, Craig.
Thank you, Craig.
Thank you, Craig. Craig. Wow, that is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic, Craig. We've got more calls coming, but right now, let's catch everybody up on the Buddy story.
The Buddy story.
If you don't know, we came back from our trip from Texas, and when we got back, our cat was missing.
Missing.
Not just missing, stolen, cat-napped.
On the night we left.
On the night we left, we had video of it. A woman came up to our door, and she rang our doorbell at 10 o'clock at night on Friday when we left, after we'd already been gone, and she said, hey, listen, I see a cat out here. Funny. That would be odd to see a cat in somebody's yard.
At his own driveway.
At his own driveway. But she said, I think it's not a she, but she is pregnant.
He's well fed, okay? I spoil him.
So she goes, I'm going to feed him. And then basically, and I don't want to take him if he belongs to somebody. She then proceeds to take him. So she stole our fucking cat.
Like, what?
So we were, needless to say, when we got home last night, we were pretty distraught about that. But with the use of AI, I was able to so we had no clue who this woman was. She didn't say who she was. She didn't say in the doorbell camera.
Didn't say, I'm going to take your cat. Here's my number in case he's yours.
Yeah. Like if you're going to take the cat, say, my name's Sharon. Here's my address in case I'm stealing your cat.
Especially because you just said out loud, hey, I think the cat might live here. So if you're having a doubt, maybe
help us
your
out.
Info.
Yeah. But I used AI and because she was wearing a lanyard and I thought, I wonder if I can crystal clear that up. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, the lanyard this was our lead that we had yesterday was
we became the cat police.
The lanyard she was wearing was for a small local bank in our area, and there's only a couple branches. So we thought, oh my God, she looks like she works at the bank, A
lot of keys on the lanyard, like kind of like she was driving home from work that night.
Right, like she's the teller or the manager or something.
She was very nice.
Yeah, and so Tiffany and I decided that would be the first place to get started would be to head to the couple of branches of the bank and see if we could find out if this woman works there. And we'll tell you the rest of the story in just a moment. But next, we've got another clip from Kimmel.
All right.
Because I'm telling you, this free speech stuff and what the president is doing is fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
And
I know Republicans agree too.
Do you know they're like, this is wrong, but they're like, I'm already in.
Yeah.
So here was another clip from last night's show.
This show is not important. What is important is that we get to live in a country that allows us to have a show like this. Yeah. I've had the opportunity to meet and spend time with comedians and talk show hosts from countries like Russia, countries in the Middle East, who tell me they would get thrown in prison for making fun of those in power, and worse than being thrown in prison. They know how lucky we are here. Our freedom to speak is what they admire most about this country. And that's something I'm embarrassed to say I took for granted until they pulled my friend Steven off the air and tried to coerce the affiliates who run our show in the cities that you live in to take my show off the air. That's not legal. That's not American. That is un-American, and it is so dangerous. I want you to think about this. Should the government be allowed to regulate which podcasts the cell phone companies and Wi-Fi providers are allowed to let you download to make sure they serve the public interest? You think that sounds crazy? 10 years ago, this sounded crazy. Brendan Carr, the chairman of the FCC, telling an American company, we can do this the easy way or the hard way, and that these companies can find ways to change conduct and take action on Kimmel, or there's going to be additional work for the FCC ahead, in addition to being a direct violation of the First Amendment, is not a particularly intelligent threat to make in public.
Yeah, fantastic.
Where's it going to end?
Where's it going to end?
Once they get rid of those guys, then who's next? We are.
Yeah.
We are, you guys.
And so I wanted to bring this up because last night Trump posted on Bullshit Social. He made this post, and I think that as I read this to you guys, if you haven't seen this, which I hopefully you haven't, but this is the president of the United States, and this is what he had to say about Jimmy Kimmel's return. I can't believe ABC fake news gave Jimmy Kimmel his job back. The White House was told by ABC that this show was canceled. Something happened between then and now because his audience is gone and his talent was never there. Why they would want someone back who does so poorly, who's not funny, who puts the network in jeopardy by playing 99% positive Democrat garbage. He is yet another arm of the DNC, and the best of my knowledge, that would be a major illegal campaign contribution. What the fuck are you talking about?
Shut up already.
I think we're going to test ABC out on this. Let's see how we do. Last time I went after them, they gave me $16 million. This one sounds even more lucrative. A true bunch of losers. Let Jimmy Kimmel rot in his bad ratings.
Good. You want to bankrupt each other? Go ahead.
What? I mean,
go ahead, dude.
Listen to what he said. I mean, listen to that, though. You know, last time I sued him, they gave me $16 million. Yeah. This one sounds even more lucrative. What true bunch of losers.
That's what you want the president? That's how you want him talking?
What a fucking piece of shit,
His skin is thinner than my hairline has become from doing this fucking show.
Yeah. Hey, Donald Trump, fuck you.
Fuck you, dude.
How about that?
Oh, my God. He can't take it. He can't. And if he can't take it, good. Keep it. We can do more, you guys.
Yeah, we got more coming. We're going to hit this guy for the next 4 fucking years or 3.5 years.
You want to go? You want to get hot?
You want to get hot? You want to get dangerous? Speaking of dangerous, another call to the People's Hotline. Tiff, who do we got?
Okay. We have David calling from Australia.
David!
And it's kind of in that same vein. He's like, okay.
You want to go? All right.
You want to go? All right.
Hi, this is David from Australia, just newly retired, and I had on my bucket list the Yosemite National Park to go and have a look at. And I can tell you now, until there's a change in government, I am going to go and look at the Yosemite National Park. So hopefully the wishes of most of the people I think around the world will come true. And when there's a new government, you'll get visitors coming back. I'd just like to say thank you for your show, guys. It's actually giving me some faith that the US people are as good as I remember them. I've been to the US on 3 different occasions. Some for work and one for a holiday. You're just giving me more faith that people aren't completely crazy. So thank you and keep up the good work. Bye.
Thank you, David. We love Australia. Thank you.
Oh, we're not crazy. We're just living in madness here, but some of us are still fighting.
It's that sun, man. It's cooking our brains over
here. But I love
that.
He's like, until you guys change your regime that's going on there, we're going to stop traveling to America.
Right. So what is he doing? He's boycotting with his wallet, which everybody did with Disney and Hulu.
And I heard that even Canadian tourism is down. If I were you guys, I wouldn't come here either.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Oh, fuck them.
Fuck them. Fuck this guy.
You know, I want to say something really quick to everybody who's listening to us, who's outside of America. Thank you so much to all the Danger Corps members outside of America. And there is a lot.
Dude.
I was shocked.
I know.
Lots from Canada. We love everybody from Canada.
Yeah.
We actually are keeping our eye on Canada for some other reasons. We're not going to move there. But we love Canada. We love Australia. We love Europe. You guys, we just can't thank you enough. We got people in Saudi Arabia watching. We've got people everywhere watching.
It's just when you guys...
Japan, hello.
And you guys always call and you say, oh, we give you hope. When you guys call, you give it to us too. Because look, I'm not trying to break America. I don't want people not to visit here, but they're trying to break our will. They're trying to take away our First Amendment rights.
That's right.
If we do not stand up all together right now, they're going to win.
That's right.
We already did this.
Yeah. Tiff, why don't you go ahead and give us another call?
Okay. Our next call is Julie. She's calling from Southeast Portland, which is where we grew up, Felony Flats.
What's up?
And she's got some words about Buddy.
Oh, Buddy.
This is Julie. I live in Southeast Portland, Oregon, and I called to say I'm pissed off on your behalf, and I want your baby back. Bring Buddy home! Bring Buddy home!
Bring Buddy home! Yeah. Thank you so much, Julie.
Thanks, Julie.
Shout out to Southeast Portland.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for the
Thanks for
love.
holding it down out there, Julie.
Bring Buddy home. So let's continue the story.
Yes, let's.
So you leave work a little early yesterday after we got done taping the
I
show.
had to, you guys. I could not function. I'm just in my mind, just buddy, 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 buddy.
Of course. I mean, we were literally heartbroken.
Yeah.
And you hooked up with our son and tell us what happened.
My son texted and said that he would come and help me, which is so nice because it was really a daunting thing,
Yeah.
So you ran the thing through the AI, came back with like a local bank. So we start hitting the branches, right?
Yeah.
I go up to one branch and I say to the guy who's like the assistant branch manager, I'm like, this lady stole my cat out of the driveway and she's wearing a lanyard. If I show you a picture, would you just recognize it? You don't have to tell me who she is, but could you call her and be like, bring back this fucking cat,
Yeah.
And he was like, yes, I will look. He looks at it. I show him the video. He's like, he sends out a company-wide email to all the branches who's like, bolo this lady.
Wow.
She took this cat,
Nice.
He called over the branch manager. She said, oh, we had a music festival. She could have gotten it from that. I'm just like, this is
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, but this is like the first step of like detectiving where it's like, well, what's the first clue? Oh, go stop there. I don't mean to offend the bank. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys know something.
Yeah.
They didn't know anything. We didn't hear anything.
So the banks turned out to be a
dead
bust.
end. Yep.
Next, you go to what, posters?
The next, because I made a little flyer before I left, because I can do that here.
Here's a picture.
Here's our flyer. And I went and I had some color copies made and I had some weatherproof, because we're supposed to get rain. So I got some weatherproof posters to put on all the mailboxes.
Right.
And the worker was very nice and took care of me there. Thank you very much. And
gave you a little discount because it was a
well, I don't want to get him in trouble. But
well, no, it's because you were doing a good cause,
and he was so angry for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
Really
was real
good guy.
sweet. Yeah,
really good guy. So my son came and we walked the whole neighborhood and we talked to all the neighbors. I even talked to the MAGA neighbors and they were appalled. They were like, someone would take your cat out of your driveway? That is ridiculous.
Aww.
And then I started thinking like, is this how the revolution starts? Over a mascot stealing? Over Buddy?
Right.
We could be friends again, you guys. Like, you should come over here with us. You're right. Injustice. Let's talk about it, right?
Right.
And some people weren't home, so we put them in their mailbox. We posted them on all the mailboxes. I talked to my neighbor who was a mailman who said, I know our mailman. I'm going to get a hold of her because we're still friends.
Yeah, she's great.
She's worked here forever. We are going to find this cat.
We've had our mail lady for like 10 years. She's great.
Yeah,
she's the best. She
she's
actually
great.
came to our house one time. It
She's
was weird.
so nice.
It was so fantastic. So the bank didn't work out. You did a neighborhood canvassing.
Yep. Nobody knew the lady. They didn't recognize her.
No
Nobody,
leads.
because I thought, maybe she lives around here. Nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
Nope.
Shoot.
Another dead end.
So you came home. I remember I got home after editing the show and launching the show. And you came home and you said there was nothing. We sat down. I remember sitting on the couch last night. And I was like you had a little more defeat in you because you had gone out,
Dude, I've lost cats before, and I just lost my 14-year-old cat like 2 years ago. She just went out one night, and she never came back, and I'm still not over it.
Yeah, it was
really triggering.
That was a coyote situation.
Yeah.
And so we ended up the night last night. We went to bed a little, one part defeated and one part kind of, I guess he might not come back, but wait around for the conclusion of this story.
You
guys, you're not going to believe what happened.
My other cat was so sad. We're all moping around.
We're moping around. We went to bed last night. Well, good night.
Well,
okay.
Okay.
Before we go on, we got a couple more calls to show you. We got the end of the Buddy story to tell you about, but there was another breaking news story today. More fucking shootings. Get this, I'm just going to read this right here. A man identified as Joshua John, 29, carried out a sniper-style attack early on the morning of September 24, 2025, this morning, firing from an elevated position at a Dallas ICE facility. Authorities say he shot into a van in the Sally Port where ICE detainees were being held, then died by suicide at the scene. The confirmed toll is 2 detainees killed and 1 critically wounded. No ICE agents or law enforcement personnel were injured. Investigators recovered unused shell casings with anti-ice engravements on them. So a lot of that is going around with the Luigi case. He engraved on the bullets. The Charlie Kirk thing, that guy engraved on the bullets. Now this guy's engraving on the bullets. First of all, gun violence is scary, scary, scary stuff.
I mean, you want to take away Tylenol? Why don't you figure out how to stop getting kids shot up?
How about taking the fucking guns away,
Yeah.
man? That's the other thing. We're big advocates of gun.
And we're gun owners too, and it's responsible ownership.
Responsible
you do not
ownership.
need certain weapons on the streets. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't. Give me a break.
I know it's a bolt action rifle. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. Keep your pistols, keep your shotguns, and keep your long range rifles for hunting. But these assault style weapons, which by the way, I don't know what the man used in this. It doesn't say here.
It was
but
a bolt action rifle. That's what I heard this morning.
Oh, is that right? Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Either way, there's a lot. That's the thing with Republicans too. They're like, well, it's a mental health crisis. Okay. Then when you ask them, let's give some money to the mental health crisis.
Socialism.
Like, socialism. It's like, fuck you.
Oh my God. That's why it's such a hard conversation to have, because the answers are so sticky.
Yeah. So that's breaking today, the shooting at the Dallas ICE facility. Pretty sad stuff. I mean, then you hate to hear like some poor person who got swept up by ICE, gets killed,
in custody. Riding, just awaiting his rights.
Nothing's more unsafe than being in federal custody.
Or American.
Listen, let's get back to some calls. I want to hear some more people's hotline calls.
Okay.
What do we got, Tiff?
Okay, so do you remember when I told the story of I was out with my mom and a woman walked by and she said, "Oh, are you with the dangerous ones?"
Oh,
and,
yeah.
I just hugged her.
Yeah.
And then I spent the rest of the day feeling like a dick because I didn't ask her very many questions.
Like her, yeah.
Yeah, it was just I was so, I was as stunned as she was.
Yeah.
She called the hotline. And she left a really great
Oh,
message.
let's see what happened.
Yeah.
What'd she say? Okay.
This is Jess from Vancouver.
Jess!
Hi, this is Jess from Vancouver, Washington, across the river from you. And I just wanted to say thank you. You have been my soul and grace through this time watching your podcast. And I especially want to say thank you to Tiffany. I met her the other day, and she gave me a hug. And we didn't really say a whole lot. I just told her thank you because of where I met her at. I couldn't really speak. But I wanted to say to you, Tiffany, that hug was everything to me. It made me feel so much better. So thank you. And keep on going and keep on spreading the word. And we need to get this asshole out of here. Thanks. Love you guys. Bye.
Love you, Jess. Yeah. What do you say, Tiff?
That hug meant just as much to me. It was just it was almost like we were holding on to each other. When we went rafting and we were floating down the Sandy River and we crashed hard this one year and it was kind of dangerous. And that's how it felt. Like we were in a crash and we were just
hugging on.
And I had felt like a jerk for not asking her a question. And then I'm really glad I didn't, because she said where we were, I can't really.
It was a federal bill.
She's behind enemy lines sometimes, you know? And so it really, it meant just as much as me too.
Yeah.
And you don't know who you're going to meet out there, and you don't know who you're going to bump into, and just we're all in this together.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing I hope people understand. If you ever see us in person or meet us out there at a protest or something, just know, man, there ain't nothing. We're just normal people. And we put this podcast on because we just felt like fighting back. And obviously we've been in the business a while, so we kind of have some ins and outs on how to do it, but we're just normal people, and we hurt too. And if we can offer a hug that makes you feel better, believe you me, that hug makes us feel better.
As I was hugging her, I was like, oh my God, I didn't even ask. I just grabbed onto this woman. Is this okay?
Yeah.
Which is sort of, you just have to get good at showing positivity.
Yeah.
Again. You guys, it's a real scary time out there. And we've all kind of after COVID, our social skills suck everywhere. You have a hard time talking to people. When people talk to you, you kind of bristle. And it's I don't want to do that anymore.
Absolutely.
I'm talking to her. I'm talking to my neighbors who I know are MAGA, but they don't know I'm not.
Yeah.
And they're just like me.
Right. That's right.
It's
right.
We got to extend a little.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but you were saying this morning something to the effect of you were talking about the neighbors, and you were saying, we're not that different.
Yeah.
They want us to hate each other.
Yes.
But when you strip all that away, because think about your Republican friends 25 years ago.
Yeah.
You could still, you'd fight a little bit at Thanksgiving, but that was it.
Right.
You could still be friends.
And now it's before I even walk into a store or do business with someone, I'm like, how did you vote?
Yeah.
It's it's become really hard and it's going to get harder. So we have to keep the calls coming and the emails and keep reaching out for each other and just,
And let me just say too, I'm kind of spilling a little bit out of the bag, but I just want you guys to know, when we say we're building this family and the Danger Corps, that's a real thing. We will have a membership here on YouTube where we're going to be posting, like, you're going to get to know us a little too well.
Because we're going to fucking thing again.
Yeah, we're going to be posting tons of content that is personal and stuff like that. We're going to build the family. We want to know more about you. And that's not just me talking, that's true.
Yeah.
So stick close to that. We'll let you know. That's going to be coming actually in a couple of weeks. We're going to do a huge push on a membership here on YouTube because we're going to build this thing, and we're going to we're all going to get through this the next 4 years together.
Yeah, because nobody's coming. We're all out here in this really big water, and it's scary.
Well,
so
isn't that true?
We got to hook our wraps up to each other.
Isn't that true? Do you want to play another call before we get to the finale of the Buddy?
Yes,
okay.
I do. This is Faye, and she's calling from Massachusetts. She's got a little bit to say about Buddy and Hulu, and she also got a letter that she wants to talk about.
Okay.
Hi, you two. This is Faye calling you from Western Massachusetts, and I just want you to know that I'm completely and fully addicted to both of you. Actually, all three of you, but tonight I'm just watching the two of you come back from Texas. And if they don't return Buddy, shit is going to happen, okay? That woman needs to bring that cat back immediately. Anyway, I wanted to let you know I never watched Hulu, but I had the whole package with Disney and Hulu, and I canceled it and feel really, really good about it. There's a million ways to get your news, and you guys are sort of one of the main sources for me. And I just wanted to let you know, too, so I'm not going to be able to watch Kimmel tonight because I don't have Hulu anymore.
No.
But I will, however, snort about 5 lines of Tylenol, and that should help me to get through the night. I love you guys. I think the world of you. I love what you're doing. It's scary here in the little west of Boston, and there's ICE agents all over the fucking place. And yesterday I got a letter in the mail saying that my health insurance was cut off. And when I contacted Mass Health today to get that kicked back in, the first question they ask you, and I'm not kidding you, is what was your sex assignment at birth and what is your sex assignment now? And then the second question was, what category do you fall in under, LGBTQ or straight?
Oh, my God.
I can't even believe that these kinds of questions are being asked to us. Enough of my airbagging. I love you.
No.
I keep watching you, and you really give a lot of us so much hope, and you're just the most awesome team. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Faye.
Oh, thank you,
Wow.
Faye.
Wow, there's some things to unpack there.
Yeah. Can you fucking believe that?
No.
You can't ask people that.
That's ridiculous. They're asking people, what was your sex assignment at birth?
Yeah.
What is it now?
And if you're gay or straight.
And if you're gay or straight, you can't ask me that.
That's an invasion of people's privacy.
Before they'll even let her back on her fucking health care.
Yeah. What?
Who gives a fuck?
That sounds like a class action lawsuit to me.
Oh, my
Somebody needs to check with that. We need to get Ben Crumb on this.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
This is ridiculous.
We got to get Ben on. Oh, well, first of all, Faye, I'm sorry, first of all, for that letter. Second of all, now it's a little intel there. She's seeing ICE people everywhere.
I know. She said all over the fucking place.
Yeah. And
what in the fuck is going on?
Oh, my God. Listen, lock arms, folks. Let's do this together. And Faye, thank you for the extremely kind words. What you said, I was because you had left early. I took an Uber home.
What are you trying to say?
Well, no, I
was looking for the cat.
No, and I took an Uber home, and I was talking with the guy, and he was asking. He goes, "Oh, what do you do?" And we got into the whole conversation about the dangerous ones.
Do you ever get nervous when people ask you that?
Every single time, I'm like, I hope he's not a Trumper.
Right?
Kicks me out of the car. But he was asking kind of like, kind of what's your niche,
Yeah.
And I said, honestly, man, we talk about obviously the breaking news and issues that are going on. I wouldn't say we go into the most in-depth of every decimal point of everything because that's not what people are watching us for. I said, I think a lot of people watch us for that cathartic therapy and where we all can kind of go like, man, we're all going to get through this together.
Everybody in.
Everybody in. Listen, we want to hear you guys too. Give us a call, 503-212-4600. You can leave up to a 5-minute message 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But without further ado, here is the end of the Buddy story. Here is the big update. Watch this. No. So here we go. So we wake up this morning.
And I'm sad, you guys.
We're sad.
The house feels empty. There's Buddy hair everywhere because that's kind of catty.
A little orange hair everywhere. We have another cat, Fonzie. It's a girl, but she's a
polydactyl.
Polydactyl.
So she's got, I think, 9 toes on one side and 8 on the other, and then she's got 6 and 6 on her back feet.
Plus, she's a Scottish fold.
Flat ears, and she's sad.
And she was sad.
And she was up all night, and she's like tossing and turning,
We're sitting there, we're drinking coffee. And we're just kind of on our phones a little bit, just checking out today's news.
Mm-hmm. TV's on.
And then you get up for a second to go into the kitchen. And what happened?
I thought I heard there's a bus stop right in front of our house. So I thought, oh, I can hear kids. And then I thought, is that a meow? And I look around for Fonzie because I thought maybe it's her. And she's not around. So I know it's not her. And I go, hold on. And I mute the TV. And then I hear it again. And I open the door. And it's Buddy.
And it's Buddy! Buddy was there.
Oh, he looked shook, you guys.
Hold on.
He's like,
Buddy walks in the fucking door.
Yeah.
I literally turned my camera phone on. I'm going to start rolling some tape right now. It's literally 4 seconds after he walks in the door.
Are you okay?
I couldn't believe it.
I couldn't believe it. I thought he was gone, dude. I was sad. I was sad. And I thought I was hallucinating. I was like, it's not Buddy. Don't get your hopes up. He's not crying at the door.
Yeah.
He certainly was.
So here we go. So how did that happen, right? So what I think happened, and we checked the cameras, and we saw that he had been home now by the time we let him in, it was about like 8 in the morning, 8 something in the morning.
Yeah.
But he had been there since about 5 something in the morning because we saw him on the cameras. So I think one of two things happened.
Yeah.
Because she clearly took him.
Yeah.
Because he was not on the cameras for 4 days.
And Buddy doesn't do that. When he leaves, he comes home after he's hungry. He eats a lot.
Yeah,
So he comes home every night.
So she took him. So it was one of two things happened, we think. Either A, she saw the flyers plastered everywhere with her picture on it.
And went, oh, shit.
Came back this morning at like 5 in the morning and just dropped him off.
Right. Get out. Doesn't even stop.
Right. And drives off.
Yeah.
Or Buddy, she took Buddy home, and Buddy's definitely an outdoor cat. Buddy likes to prowl. He likes to kill little mice. He likes to,
That's what he does.
He's a
He's
hardcore.
got friends down the street who also come over. They hang out all summer.
hang out.
It's like he's a special guy.
He's a swinger, man. He swings. And I think it's either that or number 2, she let him out because he whined like, oh, no, you need to let me out.
And he does. He cries every night.
And he escaped. And I think that he escaped and found his way home.
I hope so.
Because he was thinner.
Yeah, he was.
He's thinner.
He was. But he wasn't like dirty.
No.
He was a little
He was taken care of.
Yeah. And he didn't smell. And he didn't, it just looked like, he got absconded and was like, I don't like it over here.
About 10 years ago, Tiffany and I, we were living in an apartment and we had a cat named Jack.
Jack.
And Jack was a hardcore cat. This cat could kill humans.
And the street we lived on was like really fast. It was 4 lanes. Like cats were dying left and right out there, But he would never come in. Every night he's bringing home a mouse. Every night.
He would drop the mouse right on the front door. Like, can I come in now? I've killed a mouse. Was I a good cat?
He would climb up to the balcony because no one was answering the door. Remember that?
He would just crawl to the
second floor.
It's just like, whoa, this cat is hardcore. And he's the most beautiful, gorgeous, orange tabby cat. But Jack took off one time and he didn't come back for 10 days.
Yeah.
And when Jack came back, Jack looked like he had been at a party snorting blow.
Oh, man. His
teeth were all fucked up. He's just looking around like, what the hell? He came home
and he slept in the bathroom window for 2 days.
Yeah, dude.
And that's a cat who went outside every day. Yeah, something happened.
So Buddy was the opposite. Buddy came home. He looked good. He was thinner, definitely thinner.
Yeah.
But he looked well cared for.
Yeah.
And so I personally think, I think that she let him out and he escaped.
I don't. I think she saw all those flyers in the neighborhood and was
Buddy.
like, oh, shit. And then waited until she went to work this morning early, like before the sun came up, and parked right where she parked before, where we didn't get her on the camera, and dropped him off.
Oh, you could be right.
Because ain't no way. That boy comes home
every
night.
Yeah. Well, listen, what do you think happened? I'm curious. Call us 503-212-4600. But all we can say is thank you to the Danger Corps for all of your honest messages. messages. We heard all the messages.
And you guys really kept my hope alive. I was sad about Buddy. And she was like, some shit is going to go down if you don't get your fucking cat.
But we got Buddy back, and we just can't thank you guys enough for caring. That's what this is about, a family, man. And speaking of family, why don't we hear some more from the family? Let's hear another call.
Okay. This is Kim, and she's calling from Spokane.
Okay.
And she is excited about expanding the Dangerous Ones Network.
Yay!
Hey, this is Kim, Spokane, Washington, and I just saw your trailer for The Rising. Oh my gosh, you know what? I'm so excited with you guys. You are doing something different, and everybody else seems to be doing the same old, expecting different results. But you guys are thinking outside the box, and I love it. I love that I have a phone number I can call you and talk to you and voice it. This is incredible, and this is the only place I find hope anymore. The only place I find hope anymore. And so thank you for that. So looking forward to that first episode of The Rising. Woo!
Yeah. Thank you so much for the call, Kim.
Thank you, Kim.
We're excited about The Rising, too.
Yeah. And I love what she said. It's the only place that I can find hope. So if we don't give you all the facts, at least we're going to give you that. You know?
Yeah, listen, something goes down, you give Jim and Tiffany Draskic a call.
Knock on our door, and I open the thing, and I see it's a danger core. I'm like, get in here.
Get in here. If a nuclear winter happens, you're coming in.
You're coming in.
That's really nice of Kim to say that.
I'm really excited for The Rising. I'm really excited for what Marshall's got to say. I've known Marshall for a long time, and he's really smart, and he's such a deep human that his ideas are really inspiring, and they really pull you along in a way where you've almost doubted how great you could be. Yeah. And he's going to let you know.
Let me tell you something about Marshall Herskovitz really quick, who's going to be hosting The Rising with Nick Knudsen this Sunday on this network, is when during 2021 or 2022, I got COVID. And, Marshall was one of the few people who called.
Yeah.
And said, what can we do? We can't let James die.
Yeah. James goes down, we all go down.
Yeah. So he called and said, whatever you need, doctor, whatever you need, you know. And it was hairy there for a while.
Yeah. Him and Greg Hurwitz, they said, if you need the army, we're going to send the fucking army. I was like, you guys.
We're going to fix James up, because I was double vaccinated too, but it still was rough.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of guy Marshall is. And it really, truly meant a lot to me, and I'll never forget that.
I know you guys are going to love him.
Let's do one last call from the People's Hotline. Who do we got?
This is Ruth from California, and she's excited about The Rising, and she's a little fearful about what's going on out there.
Oh, let's hear it.
Hi, this is Ruth in California. I just watched your kickoff of The Rising, and today Jimmy Kimmel was taken off television. I'm thankful for you. I'm scared. This is not what I wanted for my granddaughters. Keep up the good work.
Oh, well, we're scared too, Ruth, and boy, oh boy.
This isn't what I wanted for my daughters either, but this is what we got. And if there's anything I know about women,
well,
we're not going anywhere. We're going to kick your ass.
Ruth, Ruth, if you're watching, here's a hug.
Yeah.
Here's a hug from Tiff and I. I mean, we mean that sincerely.
And we've been whispering to these granddaughters and these daughters the whole time of like, look, this is what they're doing. They're going to come for your rights, everybody. And now here it is.
And now here we are. It's the freedom of speech thing that starts when they start really tinkering with that. That's when you start going like, well, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
By the way, we all knew this was going to happen. Yeah. So this isn't a surprise, but it's like when it does happen, it's scary, scary stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And it feels a little bit like when you skydive, like you're like, oh my God, you've already jumped. We already jumped. We're out the plane now.
That's right.
The only parachute we have is each other, and it only works if we all stick together, because otherwise we're plummeting.
That's right.
We're plummeting straight to the ground because of this guy and all their bullshit that they want to try to get us to believe, but we're too smart for that. We all know this is like, they're insane. They're insane.
And let me just leave you with this. We're going to win.
Yeah.
That is going to happen.
We've done it before.
It will be difficult. It will be hard. It will even get scarier. I think it's going to get 5 times scarier.
I do too.
But we will win. You guys, I know that we will win. I don't mean we're going to win like some election or this and that. We will ultimately win. America will prevail. That's what Marshall was talking about. The rising. This will happen, but we've got to do it together. Let's lock arms, and we will. Listen, we want to know what you think. Give us a call at 503-212-4600. You can call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We listen to absolutely every single message, and you can remain anonymous if you'd like. You can also email us at shout@thedangerousones.com. We read every email.
Sure do.
We obviously can't play them all or show them all. We will actually, once we start our membership on YouTube, we'll have a show where it's just a bunch of calls, you know.
Yeah, and as we're doing more during the week, we'll be able to share more of your guys' calls.
Yeah, for sure. So keep the calls coming, keep the emails coming.
And if you have questions for Marshall and Nick on the Rising, call the hotline because then I just send them over to them.
It's for every show on our network.
Yep.
Folks, if you'd like to help support our growth as we kind of build this network together, you can do so by scanning the QR code on your screen, or there'll be a link in the description. We are not a PAC, so you wouldn't be donating to a PAC. It's right to our
Me,
LLC.
James, and Nick, and that's it.
Yeah, it's just keep the lights on and keep this going, and keep this growing together, and keep this family growing. It really means a lot to us. Listen, from the bottom of Tiffany and I's heart, we love you guys. Nick will be back on their next show. He's already on his way back home today. We talked to him this morning, and he is jealous he couldn't be here the last few days.
Couldn't be on the show.
Couldn't be on the show, but I see you guys are doing fine. Anyways,
He's so funny.
I know. We love you guys. Be safe out there. Get into good trouble. Get into fun trouble.
That's right.
And remember, we are all the dangerous ones. Bye-bye.
Bye.